welcome back to yet another episode of the Sound Girl Pod, and we are happy to be having you here joining with us till this is the what episode?
Whatever episode it
Whatever
is at
episode,
this point.
but until this point, tunashukuru sana. And today we are privileged, we are blessed to have the amazing,
Wow.
none other than
Yes.
evangelist in Africa.
Yes.
Media personality. Hey, let me not continue.
Yeah.
Karibu sana, Nyawira.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Please
for
do
having
introduce
me.
yourself.
My name is Nyawira and
And don't play it down.
I'm just Nyawira. I don't know what else to say. I feel like there's so much to say who I
Everything
am.
that there is to
It's
Nyawira.
so awkward to introduce yourself. It's like people who say like I'm humble. It's like
Oh,
what are you
yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
that
so
makes
it's
sense. But I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the consideration. I regard it very honorably.
Karibu sana. We are really glad to have you.
Thank you.
And we are honored that you accepted our invitation.
Yeah.
She's an amazing content creator. If you haven't checked her out on Misunderstood, amazing conversations.
For sure.
Karibu sana pia wewe Jewel.
Asante.
Good to see you.
Hey, I like
How are you?
that. Pia wewe. Asante. Leo na.
And the others, how are you?
Anyway, yeah.
Kwa salama?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. So on to today's conversation. Today we're going to be talking about friendship boundaries.
Yeah.
And who better?
I know.
Who
I know.
Guys, if you really want to listen and to know everything there is to friendship and friendship boundaries, this here is the brand ambassador of friendship.
Absolutely. You know, it's so funny you say that because I actually speak about friendship so much because I've been a pathetic friend. Oh yeah, you mentioned it's actually a lot of the lessons I share is because of some of the mistakes I've made. So,
Interesting.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that during Yangami. Wow. I stand a committed one.
So we're going to be talking about friendship boundaries, and to be a bit more specific, we're going to be looking at the red flags or the signs to show that you are getting into, or rather you are crossing unhealthy boundaries. And we're going to start with you. Around here we give our guests the privilege to start. Yes. And we just have free conversation, open, be as authentic as you can. Take the wheel.
I like it. So I think for me, a big red flag in friendship, in boundaries in friendship, is number one, when it's like twofold, but the first part would be if there is no empathy in any advice you give. Every time I come and ask you, I'm going through this, and you're so at me, I feel like a sense of care is very important. Because you're my friend. I think that's the basic underlying statement. But I think that's I'll go into almost the end of the episode. But I think a huge red flag in boundaries is if I meet you and I immediately label you as my friend.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's a no. I mean, come
for
on.
you or what?
No, I think everybody should be careful.
So even though
we
if
just
somebody met, let's say if we met today and then I call you a friend, that's a red flag.
It is a red flag. Because it tells me that there's an urgency for you to commit to something you're not even in. Like we just met. I think friendship, like any other relationship, allows people to build into it. You don't wake up one morning and say, whoa, friend. In fact, the ones that Deepa is going to tell you, you're my bestie. No, I am not. I am not your bestie. So I think I think the last 2 years is when I began to become very careful with the word friend. So I'll always say, this is Noni. This is Noni. Yeah. And I think over time, I think I respect the word friendship as opposed to just saying it to everybody.
Friend.
Yeah, no.
So what would you say if you meet and we start talking? What would you call me?
Your name. See, it's your name.
Okay. No, that's my friend.
No. On the deepest of levels.
Because I think friendship is such a deep. It's such a deep title for someone. For me to call you my friend is that you have seen some things I haven't allowed everybody to see. And so surely I can't be like, hi, we just met. But then let me tell you, these are my biggest issues. It's what I'm going through. Like, hey, slow down. Not like that.
I get you. So it comes from the point of understanding what really friendship is. So I can't just give that to everybody.
Exactly.
I think for me, I don't give I've never given. The title of friend. Really, I've not really thought about it the way you said. But for me, I don't have a best friend. I mean, that best friend thing is too deep. I avoid it because I feel like it's some place where you have to have some sense of vulnerability. And how I'm married.
With your husband?
I'm saying now that I'm married, another one
is a bit different.
It's a bit, the best friend is, because they know too much. As in sometimes you even look at your husband and you're like, oh my God, you know this about me. Like, as in, you know that. Yani, if I die today, if I'm doing anything wrong, we are with you together. Can you imagine another person who's not that deep?
It's a lot. It's
Yeah,
a lot. So I think
it's a lot.
for me, that's a big red flag. If I meet you and we're immediately friends, besties.
Wow.
It's like a meme I saw somewhere. I think a guy was saying, if we break up, I follow you to the next relationship because there's all the things you know about me are too much. Like, I can't just allow you just going all that information about me.
I agree to that thinking to the power of 100.
Hey, that's a very interesting
You
one.
need to be careful also, because I think sometimes the more you make people feel like they are your friend and you don't give them the privilege of friendship, it's very dangerous. Because I'm denying you. Yeah.
Okay.
So to
Makes
you,
a lot
a
of
friend
sense.
would be
Time. Time is a huge one for me. I need to see you in very many settings. I need to see you. I need to, and it's not like I don't go looking for, okay, are you sad? No.
Yeah.
I want to progress with you. Like, I want to see you in a season where there is happiness or there is sadness.
Yeah.
Who are you in those?
Oh,
Because
okay.
those sometimes make people feel like we're not friends anymore. But really,
But is there a timeline or it's just time?
No,
Whatever
I
time
can't give it a
is.
timeline. Because there are people who, it's strange. There are people who you meet and you just feel connected to.
Yeah.
But even then, you
Yeah.
still must commit into it. So
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Wow. Okay. I've actually never.
red flag.
That is quite deep, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
You've never seen people like that?
I have, and because I even have problems with.
red flag.
You know why it's a red
I
flag?
mean, okay, I had a problem with people like when I find every day Sharon is posted, tomorrow I
Yes.
put it in Awera,
Yes.
tomorrow I posted to you who I'm
Yes.
like, I mean,
How do you-
how would you
how
say
do
to them,
you
me, I'm your
all
friend,
these
this one is
people?
your best friend, this one is Suju who, that I
Yeah.
appreciate you for. I
Yeah.
find that very
I
weird.
also find it very odd.
I don't know, I just find something is wrong. Either you're looking for
I'm always
affirmation, I
like,
don't know.
not even that. I'm always like, how do you even have the energy
For all those people.
Yeah, for all these people, the time to write all. Not even. I don't know. I just feel like it's too much.
Yeah.
Like if I have more than
it's
3
such
friends,
a dangerous
that's too
thing.
much.
Oh, really? Okay.
But in a circle, it's
Circle,
just,
yeah.
I think not
But
more
what
than
you work
5
with,
friends.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's just that I had not seen that.
Yeah.
It's a red flag.
Yeah,
between-
yeah.
It's a red flag because you have an issue with committing. You want to commit to people so quickly, and
that
that tells
makes-
a lot about
And
you.
they break out very fast.
Completely, because
So fast.
Oh my goodness! Let me just plug my husband because he's the one who catches me. Because you see, in our marriage,
catches
me,
me.
I'm the extrovert. So everyone I meet is like, that one can be my friend, and he'll outrightly tell you, no, I don't think they can. But it's because sometimes we're so quick to commit to people because in a strange way you feel like you'll never meet someone like that again, and it's a bad way of living because you live in so much fear every time. So there's no need. So I mean, blessed are introverts because they are it's like they are discerning eyes open every second. As extroverts, ni wapi wase.
But online you don't look extroverted.
Oh my god!
No, I mean the way she portrays herself when she's doing misunderstood, you don't look like anything
It's
like
because there you're sitting alone.
Ah,
If I
okay,
ever
okay.
interview
Okay.
somebody, you'll tell. But I'm
Okay.
extremely extroverted, so God is helping me though.
that. Hey. Wow.
I think
that's
for
nice
me,
thinking.
a sign of a friendship is crossing into unhealthy boundaries is just the lack of respect of those boundaries.
Correct.
Themselves. So maybe if you don't respect my time and space, a season that I'm in, for me, I think that's a red flag.
Yes.
The fact that you just can't even respect the
Where I
boundaries
am.
themselves, that for me is
Do you
a-
see them? Like, okay, so
Recently is
Hainani.
when I've learned.
Oh, good.
Because I think I had it from you when there's a day you ever meant. I don't remember kama ilikuwa joy ama misunderstood, but you once said, if they're not stated, then anything can be crossed. You get?
Okay.
So if I don't tell you, Jewel, by the way, you can't call me past 10 p.m. And you do, I shouldn't be mad at you
Correct.
because I haven't
I
called
don't
you.
know exactly.
But if I tell you by the way, I don't receive calls past 10 p.m. and you still insist, I'm like, okay, my friend, I communicated this. I feel like as a friend, you should be in a position to respect this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think for me that's a red flag.
I think in relation to that point is I think the fact that that boundary is broken, there's so much entitlement, and that's one
Completely.
thing I loathe. To be honest, there is nothing cast on stone on earth. Even married, we say death. As in literally, there's nothing that is permanent. So if you think I need to do something for you because you supposedly are my friend, then that means it's for me to decide whether I'm doing it or not.
Yeah.
Should not be an ultimatum. If you don't do this, then you and I are now. And I've gotten so for me, the way I've lived, I've not had very close friends. One, because my father is a pastor, so I've had my own challenges of not having friends. And number two, I'm like Moji, I'm a bit introverted. So I've struggled with friendships all along. And I realized when I get one, because I now hold on to them because I don't get them frequently, then you find like now, for example, maybe my car can be used for anything. They just pick your car, they don't fuel, they don't wash it, they don't. Now they're entitled to your things. Now and if you don't give them, they leave you. You're like, man, when you're with me because of your friend, I mean, because of what I'm offering. So that thing I've experienced it recently, and I was like, my friend. So now you just stay there. So it should be a mutual respect. I understand where Nyawera doesn't go to beyond this. It's fine. It doesn't give me her car. She has her reasons.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe they're going out with her husband. Me, I'm there thinking it's a must for her to give me.
But I also don't owe you an explanation. It's yours.
At the end of the
get
day,
you.
but no, people don't do that.
But when it comes to like this story for boundaries and friends, what do you guys think about like friends with money, like the boundary in friendship and money, like giving friends money or like, so like how does that work?
For me,
Yeah.
I don't give money.
Oh really? Even if like hi,
Meet
you're lucky,
me.
hell is burning down. No,
You will ban.
Are you serious?
Are you ban, man?
no way.
For sure.
Teach
As in,
me your
ask
ways.
my husband. I
Teach
always
me
get
your
friends
ways.
around me. I literally. Okay, so let me give
Okay,
us
yeah,
a background.
please.
So how how we've been brought up, like our family, because of the kind of we were pioneers in terms of ministry. So
Okay.
like we started this. We didn't go to a church, then we were sent out.
Planted,
So we started the ministry.
Okay.
So that means we did almost everything for
Okay.
everyone.
Okay.
Like people who come to a place. I mean, I know the number of times I've sat behind the car with speakers that are going for mission are many. Number of times I've not eaten food because there's a brethren
Yes.
coming home. Number of times I've slept on a bed. So when we realized that people are taking advantage, we closed our doors, all of us, including my parents. So now, even in our family, okay, I don't know if this is, let me just say it, even in our family, we don't give money to each other.
It's not
It's a loan.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You owe
so
me.
if my sister gives me money, I have to refund.
Okay.
And it's not that she
not
tells
that
you.
no.
She doesn't tell you. You owe me 2,000. The
It's
fact
stated.
that the
I've
fact
given you.
it's already done. So when I know that, and so so if my sister calls me and tells me I need 200 bob, I'll send her, but she'll refund me without me asking for it. Yeah? So from that background, and then I find people who you give money and they don't have that kind of
Culture.
yeah,
It shocks you.
It shocks me. So I refuse, and then I ended up finding out I get hurt, and I
can't
don't,
see it.
and I can't understand why you can't give back
Yeah.
money. It doesn't make any sense. From where
Tell
I'm
me
from.
about it.
So I don't give money.
Wow.
And if I have to, I give it without. I don't.
Nimekupea
Yeah,
enda.
hiyo imeenda. I don't think
Do
about
you
it.
struggle?
Well, on the flip side, so for me, if anybody would ask me for money, I'd give them. So that's what I would do. And it was so bad that I'd have people that I wouldn't even call them friends, like acquaintances. For as long as they have had my contact, they'd just ask me for money. You know, I'm in a fix, I'm in an emergency. Or rather, maybe because you know them and maybe you understand maybe like a situation they've been from. So I just warm up and just give you money.
Yeah.
But a lot of that money has never come back. So now recently is when it's until recently that I decided that I'm only giving money or I'm lending money to very specific people that I know, you know, their patterns with money. But kitambo, I would just be over generous and give money until I got character development.
And you choose never again?
Yeah, and I said, because one day I just sat down and counted all the money that Iko watu wengine, but I was like, this is a lot of money. And some of them, it's been 1 year, 2 years, it's never come back. But well, I don't insist on following up because sasa si waliamua watarudisha, so. But nowadays,
No.
no. And then now what I value is communication in that whole process.
Okay.
So for example, if I lend you money and then you tell me I'll return by the end of the week, so I hold you to your word.
Okay.
So if you've told me you return, so I'll not even
So
ask you,
by
but I'll be
Thursday.
expecting you. Please,
Aha.
by that day return.
Okay.
And if
If
not,
you
they
tell me by the end of
communicate.
the month, if you tell me by me as long as you communicate and tell me by 2 months, nitakuwa
And if they don't give you, they
so
should
if
tell
they
you.
don't, if you
They
don't
should-
give me back, at least tell me by the hey, I am
This
the way
isn't
I'm.
working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way I am, I can't do it. But when you just go silent, I
It's
feel
unfair.
very bad. And then because I'm also just like I won't follow you up at it. Nyawera, my money, Nyawera. No.
But I also don't ask. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I
What
rarely
has
ask.
been your situation?
No. By the way, I'm actually asking this because I've been thinking a lot about it.
Okay.
Because I think it's becoming so common for friends to fall out because they owed each other money.
That's
It's such
true.
a sensitive thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Absolutely.
But okay, well, also this last weekend, someone was saying over generosity is actually a mental condition.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the zeal to always give is it's a mental condition. And I mean, it's the speaker who said it, so you can judge her if you're judging her. But she said it, and I like what she said. She said because it speaks into an insecurity of affirmation. So the more you give people, you feel like I'm affirming myself. People need me. People need me.
But now, would mine be also a mental?
No, I don't think it's a problem. I think the problem would be I like that you know that it's a culture issue.
Okay.
Like it's your family and that's your layout for family.
Yeah.
But I think the problem would be that I'm giving anybody who needs, I'm giving. Even when I don't have, I'll give. I'll give. So it's bad manners.
No, but people who've also entered into debt, they're struggling because of the fact that they went and took a loan for someone else.
Yes.
I don't want to enter.
That was actually her example. A couple got married. No, they were dating, and the guy told her, "I want to buy land to build a home." She took a loan, and because she wanted the guy to feel like you're farming. He's affirming her for being supportive.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he built another woman a home and he left there high and dry. All this to tell you, that's a bit radical.
My God.
Is that it messed her. She's a wreck. And I think this is like 4 years later.
Oh, no.
But I think the moral of this story is to say that I think the more you're giving, I don't think giving is a problem. I think there has to be a
limit.
limit.
Exactly.
Yeah. But say it also.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
go
the
saying,
thing,
"Guy,
say
Miss Fernangi do me." Oh no.
No, I think also maybe I said it too radical, but I think it's because there has to be a very. I want you to speak to me and tell me the reason as to why I really need. As in
It can't be a random need.
It can't you can't just call me like the other day. I was even telling someone who we were in high school together. That was how many years ago, and they just texted me, "Hi, Jewel, I like your family. I knew this one." It's money.
Too.
So I said, I'm fine, I'm doing well, my daughter is doing well, my husband is doing well. Okay, so
Oh no.
I need 200 shillings. And I was like,
Where do
okay.
people get that kind of courage?
So I said, I don't know. So I said, I'm not
Like, we've
able
not
to
been in
give you
touch.
at this point. So he asked me, are you angry? I said, no, I'm not angry. I just can't.
Yeah,
Even
but
if I had
also
200, I can't. Because there's no relationship we have.
Yeah.
Even if I forget, if I give, I forget. But then I'm like, it's been how many years?
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's been how many
I like
years?
that.
It's because I've encountered that twice in the recent, like not even a month ago. And I wonder, where do you get this kind of courage? We've not talked in the last 5 years. Then boom.
You're in trouble. But I think maybe it's just to tell people if you are not the type of person who, if you find it awkward to have that conversation about money, also don't ask for it.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's so easy for us to say, but even you, when you ask, you're not faithful to
Exactly.
loan.
Yeah.
I think, and maybe it's a bit awkward also to sit to my friends and say, by the way, niwaambie, mkiniomba do, nafaa kuwapea hivi. It's a bit awkward because they don't ask because you're like a bank. I think the trick is that maybe don't be so quick also to run into money. It becomes such a difficult
situation. For sure. Because that finance part of friendship really,
it's the elephant in the room always,
sure.
always.
But also you can tell. I think you can tell this one even if I give them money, they really need it.
That's the thing.
You can always win.
And then maybe that's where God helps us, because I think that the trick is that sometimes God makes you feel a discerning feeling, like
absolutely.
this one needs my help.
Yeah.
And there's some you're like, I'm not paying for your nails. Stop it. Yeah.
and then at the end of the day you give that one to solve another problem. So it's a debt instead of a debt. Another debt. We had a deal na zake.
So watcha.
Yeah.
Any other red flag?
I think not finally, but just out of the blues, maybe another red flag would be a friend who I can't tell my wins to. Yeah, if I can't tell you that I'm winning because I feel a sense of competition or envy,
jealousy.
or you'll talk down on my winning. Run,
Absolutely.
run
Absolutely.
like any Kenyan in a marathon. Run, go for the goal, live, run. And
Absolutely.
I say that because I think the people are so easy to say we're gonna cry together. It's very easy to cry together because when
Absolutely.
I'm sad, you can be quiet.
Yeah.
But when I'm happy and you're not comfortable in my happiness, I don't trust you.
That's what we were
I don't trust
talking
you.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, previous
it's
episodes.
It's God here who's discussing these things.
But don't you think it's human to feel that discomfort?
No. And I tell you why it's not human, because I have thought about it a lot. If I genuinely want you to do well, you doing well should be something I feel also.
Okay.
Because also I think the thing about friendship, and maybe that's the thing about, and it's a very blanket opinion, but like there's an anticipation every friendship has for you doing well. Everyone. And even if like, because when I think about Jesus, I think about it a lot. Like he told his people, by the way, me, I'm going, peace. I'm going back to my father, and I'm going to tell them, by the way, nyinyi you are true. Goes to heaven. And when he tells them, just go wait for me, I'm coming. When he came, when the Spirit of God came, there was nowhere the Spirit of God gave the instruction, now go and preach. In the upper room, there was no instruction. Is that now they were happy that the thing that they were promised has come. So now their fulfillment of what my friend who has won has done is that now let's go win with him. So I think the urgency for winning is not to say that we're competing. And I think the biggest test in this conversation is when it's in the same area as you. That they're winning and you're not. I need to be comfortable.
Like, let's say we've been friends for like, let's say 10 years.
Correct.
And we are soul friends. And maybe, there's something I've been really, let's say there's something we've both been trusting God for. Maybe like, let's say a promotion at work. And let's say we're even working in the same organization. And I get that promotion.
And I don't.
And you've been stuck like for the last 7 years. And then I've just come into that organization 2 years ago and I got it before you. You won't feel it.
In all honesty.
I'll feel cakey too. But let me also say that feeling can't be the definition of a friendship. Because it's very dangerous. Can you imagine if you tell me you've won, tell me you've won. Okay, we're in the office. Oh,
I got the promotion.
If my first statement to you is why not me? That's a very selfish thing. But I should be, I'm so happy for you. Then the questions that would follow would be, so what did they consider? Because that I'm still in line. And I think God aligns seasons to everybody. Maybe it's just your time. And that should be okay. So don't be selfish. Celebrate with people though.
Absolutely.
But it's not easy.
It's not easy, but I think that's the beauty of mature friendship. Is that you can call me out and tell me, by the way, for where you want to go, you're not behaving like you want to go there. So get your act together. Yeah.
All right. Amazing. Let me add one more.
Yes.
Our producer is telling us time is up. But no, this is actually... when I was thinking about this topic, I was researching also about it. And I searched about the red flags, literally about unhealthy boundaries. And I found one that I didn't know I have been doing. And I was like, wait, is this even a red flag in the first place? So I realized that fear of confrontation is a red flag. Can you imagine? Are
you afraid of confronting people?
Yes. So like, for example, if we've been friends and I know how you react towards certain things. So like, for example, if I tell you, hey, never you're being proud. I know how, like, maybe because of past experience, I know how you react to negative comments. So, and I'm trying to avoid that reaction. So I fear telling people sometimes, even friends that we've been friends for a long time, I fear telling them the truth because of fearing how they will react or how they will just come out or how this will spill out on them. Or to make even matters worse, you could have hurt me and then I'll just stay. I'll not tell you that you've hurt me. Because I feel like if I tell you you've hurt me,
worse.
Yeah, it will be worse. Or maybe you are likely to be defensive or it could even ruin our relationship. But because of maybe I know the purpose of this friendship, I don't want any petty small things to do with it. So when I saw that fear of confrontation is like you fearing to confront others or maybe your friends, it's a red flag. I was like, oh my God.
That's such a powerful thing because I think it's making me think the red flag speaks into an underlying problem.
Absolutely.
Which is that if the red flag is fear of confrontation, then your underlying problem is people pleasing.
Yeah.
And so if
you couldn't have been more right.
No, it's true. And I think all of these red flags point us into, this is an insecurity I need to work on.
Something underlying.
By the don't be cheated. In my thinking, because in my head, after Solomon is Nyawira, is that sometimes I think
I love it.
I think every human being has a measure of people pleasing.
Absolutely.
Because
that is true.
I've not met somebody who is so no. You please people who are senior than you or better doing, or even people you look up to. But I think the problem would be if it's kwanza in friendship and you're afraid of confronting someone. it speaks a lot into the level of friendship, because that now speaks into actual fear of the person, which is now more scary.
Yeah,
so
yeah, by the
maybe
way.
That's true.
just to anybody who's watching, if you have that insecurity, we are many of us, don't worry. But us who also don't worry, don't fear confronting. I think the trick is a red flag in any friendship when it comes to confrontation is how you confront.
That's what I was
absolutely.
saying. Yeah.
If you
Has to be
confront
constructive.
me and you come and you're coming at me, we're not fighting.
Yeah.
Because if you call out my wrong, you mean well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Even
true.
we're told to encourage each other in love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So show some love. Don't come for me. Nyawira, by the way, when you say this, hey, were you waiting for me to make a mistake? Hey, what are you waiting for? Hey. So confront with love, but
Yeah.
also realize that you still must speak. Otherwise, you're not being true.
That's true.
We're only there
Yeah.
for good times. Hey.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's
Vibes and
true.
inshallah.
No, shintwe. That's not a good. That's not God. That's not authentic in any way.
love it.
In
That's
any
not of
way.
God.
Yeah, it's not of God. It's not of God.
I like that.
Nice one.
I like that one.
That
I
was,
actually should look at my life anyway. That's,
Even
that
I
is
think
therapy.
Yeah, does that affect you too? Considering you're both PKs, has that been an underlying issue? People pleasing.
Yeah, for me, yes.
My friend. Is there an option?
It's a story of your life.
Is there an option?
Oh yeah.
And
No,
then
I think, but
to
for
make
me, I
matter-
came out of it when I got married.
Oh,
I think
good.
I got some liberation.
think it helped,
Not 100%, but I'm somewhere. At least now I know I'm answerable to my husband, not the church.
You know, it's so funny. When we got married, I used to tell me, I'm going to confront people for you. You, unazoewa sana. Then we
Where
say,
are
okay,
you now?
go, we see. And so I'd go and I ask them such because he was like, that's all that anger you had. Where has it gone in these 2 seconds? So don't be cheated by the barking dogs. They don't always bite.
Yeah, it's true.
They're always like, yeah, we're gonna bite you. You want to harass my people. And then now you go to the first one, you're like, by the mono nafanyanga hivyo.
Yeah.
So be kind.
Yeah.
Be kind.
Absolutely get you.
Be
I
kind.
like that one.
Be kind.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of our episode
Yeah.
today. Thank you so much. You have
Thanks
really
for
shared a
having
lot of
me.
wisdom, you as well. And I believe me as well.
Yes,
After
you have.
Solomon Nyawera, the sound girls. The sound girls.
It's gonna be a thing.
Judge
Judge me if you must.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. We hope you were able to relate. You enjoyed. If so, please do leave a comment.
Yeah.
In the comment section, and we'd be happy to see you on the next episode.
Yes, yes.
Unataka kuambia watu kitu?
By the way,
Uko na wimbo?
follow this. Not yet. It's coming. The instrument is in work. But check out their content. I mean, be faithful on this platform. If you're
Yeah,
here for the first time, they have some really good conversations.
Yeah.
If not you, who?
Yeah. Also listen to Misunderstood. There.
Absolutely,
Yeah, for sure.
please.
I
Follow
mean,
her.
I'm telling you, it's good to be plugged. It's not good to plug yourself always on other
Be
people's
sure to
houses.
follow her. If you need an MC, she's
Oh, yeah,
the person.
she's-
If you
yeah,
need
she's absolutely
a guest on
good.
your podcast,
Yeah.
she's a woman of wisdom.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And with that,
That right there should be a t-shirt. Woman of wisdom.
wacha tufunge hii kitu hapa tafadhali. Otherwise, Nyawera will shine here till next year. All right, bye guys. That would be a good one, actually.
Woman of wisdom. Yeah, I can see.